Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your April 2020 general readings. We are looking at, my brain just stopped there for a second. We're looking at the first half of April from April 1st to the 15th of 2020 for the Earth sign of Capricorn. Welcome everyone. Welcome newcomers. Welcome back followers, subscribers. Thanks for everything that you do in support of this channel. Like, share, subscribes, donations. Thank you so much. This reading is for the Earth sign of Capricorn for the first half of April. So that's Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, if your Venus is in Capricorn, or if you're cross-watching for a Cappy as well. General readings, as you know, resonate, play out a little differently for everyone watching. I mean, how could they not? Everybody has individual, unique lives. Although the fundamental energy remains the same. But if you know your other signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, watch them all. I recommend that highly because it can bring in more information, a little more clarity on what's going on in your life, can help kind of guide you. If any of these readings do resonate with you and you'd like some information on a personal reading or reaching out for a personal reading, just click on the description link below, click on that little arrow that pulls down info, and you'll see that info there with some contact details. You can email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I'd be most happy to work with you. I do offer, a jumper, we'll keep that. No, that's 4 cards. Put those back in. I do offer a lot of different types of readings in pretty much all the main areas of life. And I do readings full time. It's all that I do. So I'm pretty diligent at working with my schedule and yours to get readings out to you or scheduled with you as quickly as possible. And I can usually respond to initial inquiries with information within the same day or the first 24 hours. So email me if you're interested and I'd be happy to work with you. All right, let's get right into this. Capricorn. Let's see what the first half of April 2020 has in store for our lovely and often courageous Cappies. My youngest daughter is a Capricorn and one of the strongest women I know. Okay, Capricorn, we begin with the Page of Coins, followed by the 5 of Coins, the 7 of Cups, followed by the 6 of Cups. Overall energy for the first half of April is the High Priestess. I sigh a bit, Capricorn, because, you know, I'm very reliable about my general readings. They're out every 2 weeks. And sometimes, in fact, a lot of times, although not all of the time, I often find that sister signs have similar readings, you know, meaning that you're an earth sign and I'm seeing a similarity during this period of time between your 2 other sister earth signs as well, Taurus and Virgo. Details are always going to vary, but the element is still the same. It looks like there is some kind of offer or opportunity coming from either it's coming from a person towards you or you towards another person. But here it looks like it's coming from another person towards you. And there's you're looking at it and considering it, but it's still just kind of staying in your head and in your heart. You're just kind of not entirely action-oriented about it at this time. You're trying to, you know, your overall energy is the High Priestess. So this is a very intuitive card. This is someone who listens and watches everything and kind of is very observant and very intuitive about what they observe. And they allow that to kind of lead them, and they hold their observation and their intuition very close inside. They don't talk a lot. They allow their kind of intuition to guide them. This is often about paying attention to that intuition. Some people call it gut instinct. Some people call it their higher self. Paying attention to dreams, but only, I'm pretty cautious about how I advise this. Dreams can often just be our mind's way of fleshing things out when we sleep. So if you're going to pay attention to dreams, they either need to be repeating, reoccurring dreams or dreams which have the same theme, which usually means that Spirit's trying to kind of get you to deal with something or something needs to be addressed. Paying attention to supposedly random or what I call synchronistic things or events or, flags that keep popping up trying to tell you something. Don't ignore those. And that's the energy you're sitting in and your advice for the first half of April. So here we have the Page of Coins with the Five of Coins. So pages, young energy, young people, children, or messages, messengers. As a message, the Page of Coins is somebody who is, pages deliver messages. So this could be, and I think it is, especially with the Five of Coins, very similar to Taurus and Virgo. The message they deliver, they might be a little unsure or uncertain because pages are just kind of starting out. They're at the beginning of trying to figure out how to put, their learning and their schoolwork and all of that into practical application in the physical world. So the Page of Coins, it could be delivering a message about money. But it's an early message, it's kind of like just kind of seeing what's out there or just giving the message. The Page of Coins, because coins is governed by the element of earth. So earth in the tarot is often about what's in the physical day-to-day structure of our life, what's in our day-to-day life that makes us feel secure, safe, solid, gives us a sense of continuity, that things are all right. So it's often about money, finance, property, real estate assets, job, etc. On an emotional realm, it can be about, long-term relationships, long-term friendships. Coins is really about what makes us feel safe in the physical day-to-day structure of our life. So the Page of Coins is someone who is at the beginning of trying to figure out how something works together in a very practical sort of way, trying to figure out how to manifest things in a very practical, physical sort of way. So there's this kind of early message, kind of seeing how something might work, making a question. It could be an apology of some kind or an offer of reconciliation or, trying to kind of put it together. Because it's clarified by the Five of Coins, which is a card of insufficiency and lack, not having enough. It might be not having enough money or resources and needing to ask for that. On an emotional level, it can represent feeling shut out, feeling not good enough, feeling needy, feeling like you need to ask for something. Somebody's reaching out for something because they're in a position of want, of need. Somebody, for some of you, it might be actually, you reaching out to somebody else or somebody reaching out to you for financial, material assistance or resources of some kind, because they're just a page, they're just starting off and they need some help getting something, in order. They don't have enough money. It could be a child or a young person, one of your kids or something like that. This could be you or somebody else reaching out with an apology, saying they're sorry, saying, I want you in my life. You've left a space in my life, trying to figure out if that's possible, like trying to see if they can open up a bridge or open up some communication about that. However it works for you. Somebody is reaching out in need for something, whether that something is physical or emotional, or maybe even a combination of both. Now, next to that, we have the Seven of Cups, followed by the Six of Cups. So Cups is governed by the element of water. That's the element which rules the suit. So in the tarot, Cups represents our emotional landscape. Anything that has to do with our feelings. It's often the area of our life that points most to relationships because we are emotional creatures. It's part of what makes us human. The Seven of Cups is a card of sort of daydreaming, illusionary, sometimes delusional. It's a card of dreaming and considering all the best and most perfect potential and possibility and opportunities that something could be, which is lovely. We all begin with our dreams. But it takes much more than just all this dreamy, watery energy to actually manifest something in reality. And sometimes the Seven of Cups can represent not looking at something realistically enough, having your head kind of stuck in the clouds. Oh, it could be this and that, and refusing to kind of acknowledge, the realities of it or the real challenges of it. Each one of these cups might be possible or manifestable, but you need to choose one that is and begin to do all the concrete work to actually manifest this. The Seven of Cups is more about, building castles in the sky and kind of fantasizing about the possibility and potential of something, but it doesn't make anything come into being. So always a bit of cautionary advice with that. It's kind of like, if it's only the Seven of Cups, it's kind of like positive affirmations or positive, you know, putting all those positive vibes that you want, you know, the great job and stuff, but waiting for it to come to you when you need to go out there and improve your skill set and learn and grow and, you know, look for your jobs. You have to do all that kind of stuff to make it possible. The Seven of Cups is just about kind of it being in here and in your heart. Now it's clarified by the Six of Cups, which is also a bit kind of internal. The Six of Cups can sometimes represent a kindred spirit, soulmate connection between you, maybe a romantic person or a friend or something. It's a card that's often associated or has connections to the past. Childhood, roots of origin, parents, where you grew up, culture, tradition, long-term, you know, relationships or associations, things connected with the past or things that you have some kind of historical connection with, whether or not they're from childhood or not. The Six of Cups also carries with it the energy of childhood, of looking at something through rose-colored glasses, and, you know, kind of a time when we were children and carefree and didn't have the, you know, the woes and weight and concerns and burdens that we often do as adults in the adult world. So also can be kind of a dreamy energy, a card of looking at something through rose-colored glasses. And combined with the Seven of Cups, Capricorn, it's I mean, for example, if this were about a reconciliation between two lovers or spouses or, you know, friends or something of that sort, or somebody's asking for help on something, and it's kind of like you are kind of, you know, oh yeah, look at the possibilities of all that, or they might be presenting that, or you might be presenting that. You know, we could come back together again and have this new beginning, and it could be all of this wonderful, beautiful stuff. Cautious with that, because this is so much dreamy, illusionary, you know, energy that it doesn't hold a lot of physical reality or manifestability, if that's a word, in it. So caution on that. And I think you're being strongly asked to listen to what your gut instinct, your higher self, your intuition is telling you on this. Pay attention to any signs or red flags that come up, especially during this time period, the first half of April. What is this about? What is this offer or opportunity or reaching out about? The Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning, a more tangible, practical new beginning. So this could be anything from a new project, a new investment, a new job, moving, relocating, moving back in together again. Because I feel that whatever this is, it's coming from some place connected with the past. And again, you should watch Taurus and Virgos. It's so similar. It could be a past relationship or someone you have a historical connection with. I feel like for a lot of you, it may be more personal. But someone's asking for the opportunity that will lead to a new beginning. Let's clarify this dreamy energy here, this Seven of Cups, Six of Cups. What is this about? What opportunity or what potential are we looking at here, really? Justice in the upright, and right behind it is the Two of Cups. So for many of you, this is about some kind of relationship, whether it's romantic or friend or familial. Justice in the upright. This is about doing the right thing. This is about making the best decision, the most realistic decision, but the decision needs to be made on what the actual evidence is, because that's what justice represents. It's the reap what you sow card. In a court, the justice, the verdict would be delivered not on what you wished for, intended, hoped for, wanted, dreamed of, but on actual choices, actions, work, you know. So justice is actually based on what is actually the evidence and what is realistic. About the Two of Cups, about a fundamentally great union coming together. Is this really possible? Is it the right thing to do? Is it the honorable, ethical thing to do? Is it actually practical? And I think that's why you're being asked to exercise, you know, the energy of the High Priestess. This is about paying attention and kind of getting away from the Seven of Cups, Six of Cups energy, whether it's yours thinking about this offer or whether it's what they're presenting, or, you know, whichever side of the fence of this story you're on. It's kind of like not letting your emotions be the thing that make the decision here. You need to make this decision based on what you're seeing, based on how things are playing out. If it's somebody asking for help or asking for a second chance, you know, do the numbers line up? Are they really sincere? Is that sincerity being made physically manifest in their day-to-day behavior in the situation? Is it going to be the right thing to do? Let's pull one final advice and guidance card, although I think the High Priestess is kind of a great advice card for you. Let's pull one more. Let's clarify the High Priestess. The Queen of Swords. She's been hurt before, the Queen of Swords. She has a long road behind her. It's been kind of challenging. She now has a wealth of experience. This is someone who is mentally very acute. That's what Swords is governed by, the element of the air. It's all about what goes on up in our heads. So this is somebody who has grown, matured, evolved. Not a page, not a knight. She's a queen now. She doesn't suffer fools well. She cuts to the heart of the matter. She feels just as deeply as anybody else, but she does not allow her emotions to be the thing that makes the decision for her. This is all about, okay, you're saying you want to do this. Is this practical? Do you have a plan? Or if you're saying you want to reconcile or reunify in some way, is there a change in behavior? Am I actually seeing that play out in a very realistic way? So it's making a decision based on that, rather than, even if that means turning this away, even if that hurts, the Queen of Swords would go, yeah, but I don't want to go through what I went through before. I've already been hurt with this person or in this situation or in similar things in the past. So she knows enough not to do that, even if her emotions are kind of difficult or make that challenging. So, and, you know, what the actual decision is going to vary. But the advice fundamentally remains the same. Be smart about this. Don't let your emotions, you know, your feelings, maybe the other person is playing on the past good times or something. Let your emotions and your feelings be the horse that you ride and control, not the other way around, okay? Be smart about this. So Capricorn, that is your reading for the first half of April. I hope it was useful and helpful to you. Again, if any of you are interested in taking a deeper look at something or reaching out for a personal reading, click on the description link below, click on that little arrow. You'll see some info and contact details. Email me at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to work with you. I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the April 2020 mid-month general readings. Until then, as always, much joy, love, peace, and strength to you. And I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.